Good morning, everybody. Happy Mars Monday to you. This is Austin to Mars, and this is your Mars 1 update for the beginning of the 4th week of this application process. And in Mars 1 news this week, they made kind of a big announcement, and it was pretty much what everybody was expecting. They announced that because of the problems on the website, or maybe not because of, but in light of maybe, of the problems on the website with the voting, they will be basing their decision on the questions in the application, 3 parts which you guys didn't see, but which I posted on, I mostly posted on my website in the Why section and the About Me. And they will be basing their decision on the application instead of the popularity contest that is the Mars 1 website. And it's a good thing, of course. I think that most of the people I talk to on the forums and the Aspiring Martians group agree that it's a good thing, because then now the decision is based on who you are as a person, or at least how much came through in your application, and not how many votes you can get on the website or how many, votes you can kind of exploit the system to show that you got. So it's a good thing. Last week I mentioned in my video that how the Aspiring Martians group is inspiring me, and that was to refocus on what's important in this process, and that's Mars 1 itself and the mission, and less on me. And so I redesigned my website, and I keep doing this, but I was not happy with it. It was kind of boring, to be honest. And it was a lot of words. My social media icons were like this big, and on normal websites they're like this big. And so I redesigned my website following the advice of some people. And what I did was I looked at some of the best websites on the internet, and I kind of tried to emulate them. So what you'll see is on my main page I have big images for the 2 areas that I want to focus on now, which is Mars 1 and the Aspiring Martians group, which I'm a part of, and then smaller sections for why I want to go and why I think I'm qualified, in my news section. So the website is now refocused on what I want it to be focused on, which is Mars 1. And in Mars 1 it talks about the mission, Mars 1, the nonprofit or the not-for-profit, and also about how people who are not part of the application process can support Mars 1 or the applicants if they want to. And so I think that's really good, because that's part of what I want to do with my voice as this kind of growing Mars applicant. And the other part of the website that I want to focus on is the Aspiring Martians group, which I mentioned last week. And I'm a part of that group, so I'm a part of that part of the webpage, like my About Me section and my introduction is in there. But it's also focused on the Aspiring Martians group as a whole. And with my 4 friends, the links to my 4 friends' applications on there also, because, well, I've grown pretty close to them, and as I said, they're inspiring me because we have so much in common. So, speaking of inspiration, it seems that I'm finding it everywhere now, and along with Mars 1 and missions to Mars, and space seems to be all over the news. But this past week, I found inspiration in kids. I was invited to a barbecue. No, not a barbecue, but like a pool party, and with a former coworker, and his son Gavin, and Gavin's friends Nathan and Adam were there. And as soon as I got there, it was, hey, you're that guy who is trying to go to Mars. And it really surprised me, because Gavin, I think, is in 8th grade, and his friends are about the same age, maybe a little bit older. And it surprised me because of how much they knew about Mars 1. As soon as I got there, they started asking me questions about, well, why do you want to go, and how are you going to get there, and how long is the trip, and what are you going to do when you get there, and what about your family? And it was really fun answering all those questions. But then on a deeper level, as I was thinking about it, it reminded me of the part of my song, We Boldly Go Beyond the Moon, where I talked about how this mission is inspiring the next generation of astronauts and inventors and engineers and literature people writing poems and books and things. And it kind of, my interaction with Gavin and Nathan and Adam really set that in stone, because it was like coming to life, my words. And I can't even imagine what's going to happen when those 4 astronauts really do land on the red planet and step out onto that Martian surface and say those words. And what are the kids going to think then? Because I'm just an applicant on a website right now, and I make videos for people to watch. And these 3 kids are like so excited about it. What's going to happen when they really land on the planet? Those kids are going to like be full of inspiration. They're going to be watching on TV, and they're going to grow up to invent new rocket technology, or they're going to grow up to be the next Martian colonists, or they're going to grow up to invent better communications technology, or write a book about Martian astronauts that will inspire the world. So it's really motivating is the right word. It's really motivating talking to those Gavin and Nathan and Adam and other kids like them who are inspired by what I'm doing. And it motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing. And so it was really good talking to them. And hopefully I keep finding people like that out there who are inspired by this. But that's all the news I have for this week. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you like my videos. If you have suggestions about how I can keep improving my videos, please don't be shy and let me know. And check out my new website and let me know what you guys think about that, okay? And I will talk to you guys next week. All right, bye-bye. We boldly go beyond the moon, a mission starting